Welcome back. By now you should be well on your way to create a relevant, appealing, simplistic and appropriate brand for your business. Or if you have an existing business, it might be an opportunity for you to rebrand. We're now going to move to the third building block of the viable business model, which is marketing. Now, marketing is a very noisy space and there's a lot of people that has a lot to say about marketing. So I want to categorize marketing into 3 parts. And I want to give you the definition for each, and ultimately the rule of thumb when it comes to marketing is to really understand your target market. You have to understand where your target market's attention is at. If you can accurately identify where their attention is at and get your brand on that platform, it's going to give you a direct visualization and a direct showing to your target market of what you can do for them. So let's look at the 3 different categories when it comes to marketing. Category 1 is simply marketing. Now, the concept of marketing is basically to build an audience. That's what you're doing when you're doing marketing. You're not looking for anything fancy. You're not looking for get-rich-quick schemes. You're looking to build an audience that likes your content and that thinks that whatever you offer might be relevant to them at some point in time. It's a long-term investment, and what you want to ultimately achieve with marketing is to buy space in the prospect's mind that you are number 1 in the market and the industry. A very simple example would be, let's say for instance, somebody fills in an application form at Business Plan Pro and they want us to write a business plan for them, but they don't want the business plan now. What we do is we then send emails to you every month to remind you of the business plan. And maybe let's say in 8 months from today, you want a business plan. Who are you first going to think of? Business Plan Pro, because we've been sending you emails for 8 months. That's the process of buying space in your mind over a long period of time, that when you need the service, you think of us. The second category is advertising. Different ballgame. With advertising, it's all about lead generation and making sales now. It's a short-term investment, and you want to offer your products and your services to the target market at the exact moment they need it. The big difference between marketing and advertising is timing. It's all about timing, and there's one platform that goes above all else when it comes to timing, and that's Google AdWords. The majority of people out there, when they need something and they need it now, go to Google. They search and ultimately they want a solution. Now, if you search for my product or my service and I'm not getting my brand to your face, I'm going to lose out on a possible sale. And here's the best thing about Google Ads. It's the best lead that you can possibly ask for, because that person needs a solution and they need it now, and they're willing to ask Google who can help them with this. The third category is networking. Now, networking, there's a couple of different scenarios when it comes to networking. The one that comes to mind is you've got these charismatic people. They're very good with other people. They like to build a network. They're people's people, right? Not everybody's a people's person. So if that's not your game, then networking might not be for you. But ultimately, if you have a very charismatic personality, networking is always a good channel to follow in order to get business in and get viral marketing going, which is word of mouth marketing. Now, when it comes to networking, you've got a couple of different schools of thought. The first one is you could be in a professional industry, which means, let's say for example, you are in the real estate industry and you want a strong network when it comes to the whole buying and selling of houses. So you've got your lawyer on board, you've got your accountant on board, you've got your banker on board, etc., etc. That's an example of networking where you've got your network in place. Another example might be you're an accountant, and if somebody needs legal assistance, you've got your lawyer that you refer them to, vice versa. When that lawyer meets somebody that needs an accountant, he refers them to you. So that's the other part of networking. And then there's one more, which is ultimately just getting yourself out there and getting to know more people. And there's some great platforms that you can use, like LinkedIn, brilliant platform for networking, as well as social clubs, sport clubs, going to the golf course, etc. So there you have it, guys. In a nutshell, that is the 3 categories to marketing. You've got marketing to build an audience, you've got advertising to generate leads and make a sale, and you've got networking to build relationships. I will see you in the next video.